Hello friends, it's day 12 of documenting my creative consistency in the midst of chaos. The day has come to set the deadline for the existential bootcamp, the project I'm working on. It's now already been a couple of videos where I've talked about the importance of deadlines, the value of deadlines, how they enhance your life by forcing you to channel your energy in a more concrete, organized way. So maybe I will not be repeating all of that talk on the benefits and the importance of deadlines, but I will say that I'm excited to have a final or concrete deadline for the existential bootcamp, and that is April 28th. So that makes it 3 weeks left until existential bootcamp is a fully formed educational and transformational experience. Exciting. Another thing that's exciting, but in a different way, is that in the next 24 hours there is another moving coming up for me. So the next video will be from another location. When I say another thing that's exciting, I don't mean that really. I don't mean that really. I'm not looking forward to another moving. I'm just trying to phrase it as exciting. One thing that really is exciting, can you look at the size of this coffee? I have pretty big palms, pretty big hands. Maybe you can see. Now look when I grab this coffee, how big the cup, or would you call this a cup or something else? I'm not sure. But yeah, this is exciting. The deadline is exciting. And then that will allow the caffeine hit, and the excitement of the deadline allows me to look at another moving as also exciting. Yeah, that's it, friends. What else could or should I mention? Yeah, I'm starting a 12-week year on Monday. That's in the next 24 hours. I'm starting a 12-week year. That's a concept, a slightly different concept around goal setting than people are usually used to. Some of my friends and mentors have went through multiple 12-week years as a form of, how would I put it? As a form of compressing, in a positive way, compressing their efforts and pursuing 12-week goals rather than 1-year goals. So everything beyond 12 weeks, I know it doesn't apply in every single case. Maybe some of you are preparing for a marathon that is up in 6 months. So then you have a 6-month goal, that's for sure. But when setting new goals, using this 12-week framework has been interesting for me, because I've been seeing those close people crush their goals on the 12-week year. So I'm starting that with a friend of mine who is also a ambitious individual, someone that I'm learning a lot from in the professional sense, in the human sense as well, but now specifically talking about professional. So I'm starting that 12-week year. Maybe I will be sharing some of insights. My method or methods of showing up stay pretty much the same. It's just that now I will have a structure of tracking my tasks and my progress that is a bit more, it seems to me a bit more gamified. So that could be interesting. So yeah, starting the 12-week year. Obviously I have a project that is due in 3 weeks. So my 12-week year will consist of many more things. Some of them maybe I will share in the next video or one of the next videos. Some of them I will not share because they are very personal goals. But either way, the idea that I could share right now with you is that there is a potential issue with 1-year goals. And listen, I'm someone who has been working with people for years, and who's been leading and guiding them through a goal setting process that involves 1 year goals. I have set many 1 year goals in the past, reached a lot of them, failed to reach a lot of them. So I have to say that in advance, that I was always a proponent sort of having a 1 year goal, because I didn't really see anything wrong with it until this idea was presented to me that 1 year is not far enough for you to dream big. So you cannot have really a 1 year vision. You cannot dream wild in the span of 1 year. So it's not far enough for it. It's not far enough for the big vision, but also it's not close enough for real urgency. Think about it. That actually makes sense. Because if I set a 1 year goal, I can almost always say, I can put more effort tomorrow. I can put more effort tomorrow. Oh, okay, I'm out of electricity, and now it's back. Actually, it's the storm. The storm is coming, or the storm is in progress. However, yeah. Okay, we keep it rolling. What I want to say is the 1 year goal. So it's not far enough for you to be able to dream big, because you can only accomplish so much in 1 year, but it's not close enough for real urgency. Because if you, if the goal is, if it's a 1 year goal, then you can always say, okay, I can start tomorrow, or I can put in more effort tomorrow. I can put in more effort next week. It genuinely feels okay to postpone your efforts when you have a whole year to reach the goal. I think all of us, if we are honest with ourselves, we will agree that we have experienced it. Having a 1 year goal and thinking, okay, I'm good. I don't really need to, how do you say, put the foot on the gas or whatever. You don't really need to do it, because, it's you still have enough time. So I'm liking this idea of a 12-week year, and I'm officially starting it. So I will be keeping you updated. I will not start a separate video series on a 12-week year. That would be too much. But I will be giving some updates and sharing how it's helping me with my not necessarily with consistency, but with how much I'm getting done in my consistency and in my showing up. So yeah, let's say that consistency is something separate. The 12-week year kind of counts on you being capable of showing up. It's more of how concentrated that effort is. Okay, this is getting a bit wild. I don't know how many of you are actually watching rather than listening, and seeing that in the last 2 minutes the power went on and off like 4 times. But yeah. Okay, I think that's enough, because I'm realizing now I don't know if I will be able to get my work done because of this instability with power. But yeah, friends, 28 is my deadline, so the next 3 weeks are going to be intense for me. What more? I'm starting the 12-week year. We keep showing up, another moving, and yeah, that's it. Thank you. As always, stay strong, love life, never feel sorry for yourself, and drink coffee. Bye.